Okay, good. That's just a confirmation about my driving school. Oh crap. Did the stream go down for a bit? Oh no. Oh, fuck. Oh, why does this happen? Okay, well, hopefully it doesn't continually do that like it did the last time I tried to stream something. But I was asking if you wanted to, cause I'm on the ship now. I don't know how much you're interested, but there's a derelict ship. I got on board, uh, because I want to see what the hell's up with this thing. But I can either leave immediately because my systems are being jammed, so my AI can't talk to me, or I can continue exploring. Oh, there's also an alarm going off. Personally, in real life terms, I would teleport away. But yeah, exactly. In game terms, I have to explore it, you know? Like, come on, there's probably items, maybe enemies, loot. Entered a room with a small vault shield by a force field. Walls were covered with control panels of various sorts. Force field was guarded by a weird device. So that looked like your first chance to loot something. Checked an old console beside the force field. A hunched figure was sitting in the chair next to it. I think it would make more sense to carefully approach from the side. I don't really see any point on just punching it, especially, yeah, we're going for insight. As you were carefully sneaking around, you tripped over some cord and fell down. Once again, totally a derp. The thing that gave us insight and we still just trip and fall on our asses. Not hard enough to receive any damage, but still not so pleasant. You heard strange footsteps coming from the hallway. I can move towards the rattle, or check on something. I want to check on the technology. Hack virus, used to defeat systems and electronic locks. Neat. Yeah, maybe we need more insight to not be clumsy. Someone has come for you. Someone big and very evil. The visors begin to beep. Dangerous enemy protected by a layer of armor. Use corrosion weapons and flies. Meaning, messing around with the tech, the enemy found you. I mean, the goodwill one makes me sound like a total wimp. I guess I'm gonna show you. Ow, dick. Guess that's because I was stunned. So, this is basically just a tutorial on the different things. Actually, I kind of like the design of this robot. I think he looks neat, to be honest. It's kind of like I don't know how to describe him, like an old school robot, like he kind of looks like he's made out of tubes and stuff. I like it. Anyways, so yeah, let's just throw a corrosion grenade. And that'll basically just rot his armor. I mean, it's his armor, like one grenade, his armor is dead, and then punching that, yeah, he just melted. Victory! Okay, so this is actually as far as I played off stream, so I didn't get far at all, and now we can experience the game together. I played far enough to be like, this game seems like a good streaming sort of game. You know, that is a good question. Ice Striker, I don't know why it's able to breathe. Ocean Phaser, an odd alien weapon that seems to use chemical slime as ammo that pierce enemies' defense over time. Screech, the force field dropped. The bot must have been maintaining it. This is your first archaeological reward on a mission. Great! Known artifact. A golden disc with tech slots for unknown cable types. Probably Verdana can help you analyze it. Wow, a container. It's blinking with strange red lights. It's a trap. Let's analyze the trap and try to crack it manually, because this seems fairly easy the way these work. So I kind of just want to do that. So first you need to figure out what activated the trap. Laser detector or a megascope? Probably a laser detector. Trap was deactivated by laser. No, it was activated by a laser detector. You needed to get past it, but how? Laser detector? Probably smoke. A smoke bomb. Lasers could not track you. Only a mechanical lock separated you from the loot. Lockpick it. Yeah. The trap typed perfectly, bypassed it, and figured out that the container had a mechanical lock. Any other approach would have jammed the container. Well, let's take our shit. A universal translator. Saying practically any unknown language for a short time. Sweet. Corrosion grenade. Happy with that. And another shield module. Another 3 shield modules. Man. This game gives you a lot of stuff to work with, actually. That's kind of sweet. I like that you have so many items. It's weird because in a lot of games I feel like it'd be overwhelming, and it kind of is, but the gameplay is really, really simple, so I'm glad that I at least have a lot of tools to work around the simple gameplay, you know? So the ship was in ruins. An idle security robot was docked in the corner. I can kick the robot or check your teleporter. Glad you're enjoying it, Night Striker, and that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, I'll stream hopefully up to at least one ending, though I can't promise that tonight, but this is a choose-your-own-adventure game, so obviously, your playthrough of the game will hopefully be a lot different than my playthrough of the game, whenever you get to playing it, if you do that. Not saying you have to. Kick the robot. Let's just check the teleporter. I was ready to teleport back when another security bot appeared. It was the source of the signal that suppressed your teleporter. Ooh, I've already seen one. I can hack it to weaken its armor. Neat. Able to disable one of the robot's defensive systems. I like how on some of the insight options he gets a monocle. I'm a smart derp. Okay. So that weakened its armor some, though if I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I'm kind of just tempted to... Well, I could use the corrosion blaster, actually. Yeah, I can use the corrosion blaster, so that basically saves me from using a corrosion grenade, which is what I was gonna do. I can see what that looks like. It's kind of neat. Ow. Stupid robot getting to stun me. Deck you in the face to murder you, bitch. I probably should have taken more time to look at that, actually. I still find it funny that it has, like, a helmet. It's even more funny because it has a helmet, but I don't have a helmet. Like, apparently I don't need that. Oh, hey, James, how are you? Hopefully you're... Well, Iridium, a resource used to conduct research. Neat. A destroyed bot joined the trash on the ship. It seemed to have been guarding something similar to a teleportation device. your own teleport was still jammed. The teleport device had an input slot of some kind beside it. You looked at the artifact you acquired earlier. It's the key to the teleporter. Eureka! A wild idea flew through your mind. Artifact into the slot and the teleporter came to life. The ship experienced a slight thump. Spent a few minutes typing in your ship's coordinates. After that, you ejected the artifact and stepped into the teleport. Let's get back to my ship. The thing you did when you got back was ask for Donna about the artifact. She replied, "No idea, Commander. There is nothing in our archives on the origin of such items. For sure, this is a rare discovery." Ask her about the resource that I found. Well, also, judging by its molecular structure, this is iridium. Commander, it is used in scientific research as a long-acting fuel for super compact reactors. One such shard is enough to... She went into detail, but you were really tired. Listen to some rain sounds or lie down and take a nap? Why are those different? Okay, well, I guess these are different options. So, chat, should we listen to rain sounds or just take a nap? I guess the question is, how deep are we sleeping? Are we really sawing those logs, or are we just going for a nap? Iridium is also used to make magical sprinklers for farmers. Is that right? Oh, is it an item in Stardew Valley? That'd be pretty funny if that was the case. I wouldn't be surprised, though. I feel like iridium is a fake, like, metal. I don't know if it's fake, actually, but it's definitely a metal I've heard in fantasy games before that is just, it just does things. So it's probably a fake metal that games just use to have whatever it is. Oh, it's not. It's a real thing. Alright, never mind then. I've got no clue. I know next to nothing about real iridium. Yeah, I assume it doesn't do what it does in games. Alright. Lie down to take a nap. I got health. Alright. I mean, I'll take a health recharge. Commander! We set out on this mission to conduct research on humanity generation database, lost somewhere in this sector. From that, would you like to specify a side goal for the record? I want to research the unknown and uncover secrets. I want to empathize the importance of planet exploration in the Dark Zone. Verdana was adding data to the scientific report. I found a corrupted record, Commander. Verdana called out again. Seems like a record on your personal data is corrupted. Simple questionnaire, Commander. Which of these archetypes would you pick as a role model? A few seconds later, let's see. So, do we want to go for a famous explorer, a famous athlete, a villain, a superhero, or a messiah? I mean, a villain is a bit of a strange one, even if that does give it insight. I'm kind of leaning towards a famous explorer, a famous athlete, but what do you guys think? Who should be our role model? Also, apparently, last time I wrote 8,000 times, I don't know, which is pretty funny. Also, smart equals being villain. Okay. Thanks, James. That's interesting to know. I think famous explorer would probably just make the most sense, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'll give you guys a few minutes to... Oh, and you can add in too, James. Anyone in the chat can type in what they want me to do. It's a choose your own adventure game, and I'm sharing the adventure. But yeah. Though I like the answer of superhero, honestly, that's pretty funny to me. Ooh, wow, that gave me a lot. Insight and goodwill. That was a good choice. A note reads, the commander does not like filling out questionnaires, which is why his profile is full of descriptions of exaggerated personality models has always wanted to look like in the eyes of others. That's pretty funny. So yeah, 8 insight so far. Not sure how much that's going to do me in the long run, but that's cool. You almost reached the planet horizon. The artifact you discovered started emitting an unnatural dark green light. Let's call in Verdana. I could rush the command. Let's just do that. Commander, our ship is cutting through a powerful gravitational current, being drawn to the planet. Still quite far away, but something was drawing you to it. Was it the artifact? Let's see. Should we eject the weapon bay of the ship to escape? Triple the power on the rear engines. Order to head for the planet. It is their main quest anyway. What do you guys think? I mean, plot twist, you end up becoming a supervillain anyways. I mean, it's a choose your own adventure. For all I know, maybe I will end up becoming a villain. It's a possibility of many. Hope maybe, I don't know if that's true, but you know, maybe I could end up being that guy who kills everybody. I'm half tempted to go for the last one, but I am curious to hear other thoughts. Other things people might want, if any. No one really has thoughts. Yeah, just go for the planet. That did give me +1 to my resolve, but ship was getting drawn to the planet even more. Sensors went mad. The hull was about to be crushed by some unknown anomaly. Donna prepared a multi-dimensional field backpack and some equipment. You had time to specify your choices. Weapons, gadgets and devices, or medications and armor. I'll keep going with insight, and as a personal note, I like gadgets and devices anyways. More like lockpicks and stuff's always nice. Multi-dimensional field backpack. Also, it's a multi-dimensional backpack, and I personally like that. It's basically a bag of holding, but it has a cool name. Bag of holdings. I don't know. Anyways, I'm rambling. A special backpack that allows to store items in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, regardless of their weight and mass. Could that be a joke? Let's see, so I have copper, carbon, more shield modules, EMP grenade, more lockpicks, and more hack viruses. Nice. Limited amount of supplies and essential injections to adjust to new climates. Gadgets and lockpicks were needed to find a path safely. Well, here we go. Crash landing. Whoa. Kind of looked like my ship just exploded there. As you're closing upon the planet, your ship began to shake horribly. Your thrusters shut down, while reality started to bend. Felt as if you were getting flushed down a wormhole. Something was going terribly wrong. Systems at max, screeched Verdana. Activate the escape pod. You activated the escape pod mechanism, clinged onto your chair. The turbulence was so powerful that you almost passed out, but suddenly everything stopped and you felt a slight electrical shock at your fingertips. Oxygen was running low in the escape pod. Horizon was just below you, waiting. It was time to choose. Transmission arrived a few seconds ago. A request for help with direct coordinates. It could be a trap, or could someone really be in distress? On the other hand, tend to these matters later and follow the coordinates of your crashed ship. Maybe it was still in flying condition. Okay, so this one seems like an actual, like, game-deciding choice. I'm guessing that's what these are, is ones that really change your adventure. So, this is important for the chat. Do we track our ship's trail, or do we follow the SOS signal? Either one seems pretty legitimate, but obviously, it will change the course of our destinies. Which, you know, is exciting. I don't know if I mentioned, I'm sure I have, I like choose your own adventure games. I think they're super cool. Track the ship. Alright. Yeah, I think that fits pretty well with what we're going. AI waifu needs to be saved. True enough. Activated the thrusters using all that was left of your fuel. The escape pod lunged down toward the planet, roaring as it was entering the atmosphere. Like, games that legitimately let you choose your adventure is neat. I like games that have a lot of endings and a lot of different things you do. So you're closing on the coordinates, you started to hear shouting. Someone was still there. Go and check what you hit. Take a peek outside to check what you hit. Sit in the capsule and prepare your equipment for a battle. Probably just peek outside. Peek outside of your pod, just in case someone was really angry. Newell the robot was half buried in the sand. He seemed deactivated. Try to salvage the robot parts, obviously. And remove his head to have a cheerful session of headball prior to your archaeological investigations. But once you touched it, an extremely hostile robot is standing in front of you. You're gonna have a bad time. It beamed through its vox. Throw a lockpick at him. Well, let's just keep using insight and disable his systems. Hack viruses on the bot. It punched us all in the face with its huge claw manipulators and deactivated. Themes like First Blood or First Oil, you thought. And hey, I got scrap and carbon. It's part 1, Homecoming. So that was pretty easy. But yeah, this game also seems to be heavily based around resourcing items and all of that, which I kind of like. I think it's interesting that you really want to resource out your stuff. Actually, now that I say that, I should probably use one of my shield modules. No real reason not to. Commander, it seems our ship has landed somewhere in this area. Verdonis woke up. Signal is weak, but it leads onwards towards an underground passage just ahead. That's really weird. Consider your options. Yeah, I think my options are, going forwards? That's pretty much my only option right here. Unless I missed something. Encountered a strange shrine. It seemed to be made of glass and had a door. Commander, it seems like one of those Carnage TV combat booths that were so popular in the 215th century. Used to run a whole TV show with user-generated content from that. That's interesting. Try to hack it externally. Sounds like something, someone with insight would do. Let's do that. Let's see. Blueprint Tooth Fairy. Huh. Okay, so I can make weapons out of these. Neat. Chain ivy, a weird tree that has great resistance to fire. Some elements may be harvested from it. Interesting. How does my stuff here work, though? Can I actually use any of it actively, or do I have to... It kind of looks like I have to wait till I get to a town or something. The game isn't really showing any kind of, use at bait. Yeah, okay. Oh, what's that? Oh. Clearly I wasn't paying attention and got an item out of that. I wonder what's over there. Desert was hot and full of sand. Sand in your shoes. Take a shoe and shake it to get rid of the sand. Eventually you got rid of the sand and were ready to move on when suddenly you saw a familiar shape in the distance. It was that artifact you found on the unknown spaceship. Donna, can you see that? Commander, I see it too. It is not a mirage. We have to follow it immediately. It may hold answers. Verdana was excited. The quest was on! The artifact seemed to drift away into a valley. He almost lost sight of it. Well, I guess we're chasing after a magic artifact. That's a little weird. Strolled through a valley. It was quiet. The artifact was slowly drifting on. You could still see it. Sand was covered with damaged weapons and used bullets. Looked like a scene of a gang fight. Or a battlefield. Look around. Dark spot somewhere deep in the valley. You could tell whether it was you could not tell whether it was a house or a wreck. Cautiously move forward. It's an ambush by a shrimp? This one looked different. Greenishly different. Its body was covered by some unusual scale. Man, what a weird, gross monster. So I could use a corrosion grenade. Corrosion phaser? I think I'll use one of my phaser blasts on it. Oh yeah, that worked well enough. Oh yeah, because the shields take extra that's why I did that, because the armor takes extra corrosion damage. Punch it in the face! Bam! That was quick. Self-activated again. I am picking up a powerful time paradox anomaly right ahead. See a ruined ship at the end of the valley. Look around and cautiously approach the ship. Run for the ship or run for your life. I'm going to just go ahead and assume that look around and carefully approach the ship is the one everyone would choose. I will give a chance though, because we don't know the exact outcomes here. But this is like, I love how the aggressive option, like this is clearly the aggressive option, and the passive option is just being a huge ass wimp. Run. Oh, there's a time paradox, and I'll run away. It's like, okay. No, I want to look at the ship. It seems kind of lame to just run. What kind of adventurous space captain runs away from a time paradox? Artifact was nowhere to be seen. Maybe it was inside the ship. The sand started to move. Who are you? A DNA test is required for identification purposes, an old bot screamed. Do not match, you will be annihilated. If you refuse, you will be annihilated. Bot approached you with its cutters, apparently ready to perform the test. I don't really trust this thing. Off with your pinchers. Check the bot in the lid, and it sank to the ground. However, it was able to slash you with its manipulator. DNA testing in progress. Stay where you are, otherwise you will be annihilated. The bot squeaked in a slightly muffled tone. Identified. Welcome home, Federal Hero. Oh. I guess I didn't have to smack it in the face. That just seemed... If I'm gonna be honest, there's some things approaching me with, like, the laser, like, not like, but like claw, danger claws. I'm probably gonna not be like, oh yeah, just examine me. Marry me or you will be annihilated. Looks like the bot took you for its owner. Federal Hero, alright then. Let's take a look at what this hole is. Also Batman. And loading screen. Have a very weird bed. If I'm gonna be perfectly honest, it doesn't necessarily look safe. I don't know if I would want to sleep in that. Though, then again, maybe sleeping on a bed that... I don't know. It was sleeping on a bed that moves sound nice or awful. Acquired in the journey so far. Alright. So, this is probably gives me a chance to... Whoa, what? Why do I look so fat flat all of a sudden? That's, sure is something. Find capsules while in journey. You can open them here. Capsules contain various resources and equipment that drop randomly. And create items at the workbench from resources that you gathered in your journey, or from those that you salvaged at your base. New equipment is locked at technologies. Some equipment needs to be created with blueprints and found in the horizon. Key tech devices, warcrafting, and support. Salvage, carbon, crate, metallic structure. Okay, there's a lot to go do here. Crate metallic structure. I need... Okay, it produces... composite. Weird. Well, I definitely can't make that yet. I could salvage carbon from iridium, but I don't know if I want to do that. Let's look at key tech devices. Oh, so that actually uses some of my... That's an interesting way for that to work, I guess. So that gives me max health and lets me make smoke, shock bat, and lockpick. Yeah, I guess I do Night Striker. If I were to make war tech, I could make super jump boots and a handheld. Honestly, I want to know what the super jump boots do. And support universal translator and nano bandage. Alright, well, obviously I'm gonna make the one I'm aiming towards already. Okay, so it doesn't actually use insight, it just, like, if you have enough, you can. So it's kind of like a leveling path. Which means it's not completely worthless to do the other things as well. Though, how do we create the other stuff now? Okay, down here. Opens up the opportunity, create equipment, weapons, grenades, defenses, gadget. Economical technologies open up as you... Okay, so yeah. Resource carbon. So I can make a lockpick, a smoke grenade that I don't have enough resources, and a shock bat. Which requires 10 copper, which I have, and the thing. So the shock bat seems useful. It kind of seems like just a direct upgrade to punching. It does more damage. It also does shock damage. So yeah, let's just make one. Unless they use up, I don't actually know if they do, but all the more reason to try one to find out and make a lockpick. Because, I mean, I can never have enough lockpicks, you know? Inventory. Okay, those show up as in my inventory, but what about all my other stuff? Huh. Well, anyways, I think it's time to continue on. But this is kind of interesting. When you're ready to continue your journey, you need to collect your journey bag. Click on items for inventory to your journey bag. Oh, okay. So basically, basically that just depends on what I leave home. Charge mode. Oh, so shock bats do you have charges. I don't really know how this works, so I don't think I'm going to, and I don't really want to get rid of anything yet. But so basically I can actually charge one of my weapons up. That's kind of nice, though. Yeah, let's just move onwards. But yeah, this game feels like it has a lot more stuff than I was expecting, which is always a pleasant surprise. It was kind of hard to tell early on what all it would have, and even now it does, like, it feels like I don't have a ton of stuff, but I have a decent amount of items, and it feels like I'm going to keep getting things. New things, which is always good. Time to meet some new friends. Sure. Desert was hot and full of sand. Sand in your shoes again, you thought? Take off your shoes and get rid of the sand. That just sort of happened. Man, the desert's inconvenient, huh? Sand in your shoes. Strange hologram appeared just as you passed the area. Entrance forbidden, it exclaimed. Judging by the fact there was nothing else to stop you, it seemed the hologram was just malfunctioning. I wish I could try to crack the hologram, but I don't have any more of those. So let's try to talk to it. Spoke to the hologram and managed to fry its AI with a logical paradox. The emitter was a bit damaged, but still a useful resource. Oh, cool, more scrap and carbon. Happy to take that. I feel that wasn't the worst outcome. It was a pretty good one, honestly. Whoa, what's lying on the road over there? It would be amazing if it just was all like, you shall not pass. It's a large chest in the sand a few yards away, but as soon as you came closer, a shrimp appeared out of nowhere. Maybe it was guarding the treasure. Okay, so though this one has, this is one of those choices that despite having a logic outcome, I will ask, because obviously there's more to just, so we can try to just befriend it and ignore the treasure, we can try to share the loot equally, or we can murder it. So what do you guys think? What do you want to do to this shrimp that appeared and is guarding a treasure chest? I mostly state that this one's obviously an actual choice of some kind, because the battle thing specifically shows a skull. Okay, share the loot. So I assume if you are aggressive, you will just get into battle and murder this poor creature. I'm taking it all, the shrimp yells. Looks like a fight is unavoidable. I will tie your mandibles into a knot. Well, I guess that wasn't much of a choice after all. Wait, what? It has Rainbow Dash's cutie mark on its head. But why though? I mean, I'm not complaining. Not really. I'm just, curious is all. Stupid corrosive damage. I'm basically just going to continuously deck it in the face. Yeah, so much for the magic of friendship, though. I just beat it to death. Victory. I'll let some iridium. Let's also activate another shield. Defeated. Your victory was awarded with a loud applause and the cheers of appreciation. What? Well, what about the chest? One powerful pull, you take the chest out of the sand. This is rather strange. The chest is on the roadside. It had been there for me. Also, the shrimp dropped some gold coins. The chest looks an awfully lot like a trap. What do you guys think? Especially, and it has a really weird, away with the doubts, my precious is awaiting me. That's a really weird line for opening it. I feel like I should probably just leave. I mean, it just straight up looks like a mimic, doesn't it? Like, it looks like it has teeth and even eyes, to be honest. So, I'm generally leaning towards leaving this thing alone, and, I gained goodwill from that, interestingly enough. Huh. Open the chest, and something appears in front of you, a light spot, and gives a strange, perceptible aura, tranquility and warmth. You acted wisely, a familiar voice said. Dana, I am giving you my blessing as a reward. Blessing from AI? What? This is the thought you wake up with. Wait, what? Was that just a dream? Oh, I should have opened the chest. Commander, are you okay? Verdana must have just been rebooted. Where have you been this time? You rebooted? Glad to see you. What's going on? Bloody telekinetic. Conduct electricity really well. Was the reason that a primal alien race discovered electricity in stone. And I get copper. What a wonderful day. This is the passageway, noted Verdana. The signal finds its origin here. Well, onwards. Onwards and downwards. Verdana has located the area that would be the most probable crash site of your ship. The path you took under the mountains through an ancient fortress. This also looks neat. We're in basically the volcano level. An old fortress of some sort towered before you. I mean, I don't know about the chat, but come on. I can't not explore it. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna leave it up to you guys. If there's a fortress in front of me, I'm not gonna just walk by it. That'd be... no. The fortress seemed to be some kind of old military base. Unknown markings filled the walls. You stumbled across the base, eventually walked into a room that had a huge hole in the wall that uncovered it to the rest of the cave. A large piece of your ship's hull structure penetrated the fort and wrecked most of the tech here. Salvage the wrecked parts. Fair enough, James, though honestly, I kind of like having the feedback. I think that's the fun part of streaming a choose your own adventure game. I'm not gonna ask you guys every question, but I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions. Like, ones that feel like they're actually gonna matter. ones that I'm like, this is obviously just going to get me more items. I'm gonna just pick. And a row of old cryo capsules. Nobody was inside. They were wide open and covered by dust. One of the capsules seemed to differ. It had a huge crack in its shield array and was not so dusty on the inside. Bent down to look at the inside of the capsule, you heard a voice coming from behind, and it was not the artifact. What do you think you're doing? A figure standing in front of you. It was a girl. I have a feeling that she is aiming at you. I can attempt to flirt with her, or I can just get up and not say anything. Neither of those options really seem very appealing to me personally. But what do you guys think we should do? Should we try to flirt with the alien? Or just, like, get up and be like, whatever? I mean, I don't know. Maybe aliens are into flirting. This one I really don't know. I don't... Alright. Oh, hi there, beauty. The beauty stared at you with an expression of genuine disdain on her face. After a few seconds, she said, "Bah." Okay. We can introduce ourselves, or should we just keep trying to flirt with her? She obviously didn't like that. But, I mean, that doesn't stop me from doing it, obviously. And she, you know, she has a gun, and at first I was like, I'm paranoid. But to be fair, I do have a shield on. So it's not like I would instantaneously die or anything unless she's crazy overpowered if she did try to kill us. But yeah, so... Keep flirting and try to annoy her away. Okay. What is a beautiful flower like you doing in such a dangerous place? The girl smacked her forward with an open hand. For a few seconds she just stood there, then shouldered her weapon again and turned away. Follow me if you want to get out, but please spare me your chatter. Let me know your name. Ignored you and started forward. I will be going ahead and scouting the surroundings. You stick to this pathway, she said from a distance. Alright. Really strange creature appeared right in front of you. You heard it say, "Time to go to bed. Tomorrow is school." Explain your point of view, or just 5 more minutes and use a universal translator. Let's try and explain my point of view. That was apparently the insightful one, but really that just kind of got me into combat. Shield. I think I'm gonna try out my shock bat. Let's see how that looks. Looks pretty much like everything else does. Oh yeah, I can't use my shock bat like twice in a row though. I guess just try and finish it by punching. Darn, I was kind of hoping... ow. That thing does a lot of shock damage, you know. I probably should have attacked it with something more dangerous, because that was pretty painful. Well, victory. Alright. Sulfur, iridium, let's put on another shield. Man, I would like some armor. Though, hey, Night Striker, we were successful in getting her to go away. Standing tall amidst the red lava, its architecture doesn't ring any bell for you. Container blocked by a power barrier. I don't have the attack virus. I really wish I had more of those. I am getting a bit irrational after such events. Strange encounters. Seemed like your new companion was not a talkative sort. Verdana, on the other hand, seemed to be provoked. Was she jealous? Oh no, but we gotta be careful not to make Space Waifu jealous. Some group of pygmies arguing about something. Let's use our universal translator and try to understand their mumbling. Pygmies could not decide which one of them should get a looted shield module. Didn't seem they knew its purpose. So I can give it to the biggest pygmy, the smallest pygmy, or give it to me. That's an interesting choice. I don't know if you have any insight